Hi, I'm Judy Olson, and I'm walking for my beautiful mother, Virginia Carr, who has Alzheimer's. So first, my Uncle Elmo got Alzheimer's, and he lived for 10 years before he passed away. And then my Aunt Carolyn, my mother's oldest sister, she also was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and she lived for about 10 years before she passed away. And even then, I didn't think that my mother would have Alzheimer's. And when she started to repeat the same things over and over again and ask the same questions, we were devastated. My mother was very bright. She had a very high IQ, and she was a big believer in education. There was never a doubt in my mind that my sister and I were going to go to college, and between the three of us, we have about 6 degrees. I believe that there are a lot of people who have very high IQs who are diagnosed with Alzheimer's. It seems like it's the smartest people, and that's why my father said that he never worried about me. He always worried about my sister. My sister and I would often help my father by coming and taking care of my mother for several days so that he could go on a trip with his friends and take a break. My father liked to go to casinos and play nickel slots, or he liked to go to bingo or lunch with his friends. And so we tried to give him a break as often as possible because it was very difficult. My father took care of my mother for probably about 8 years after she was diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment, which developed into Alzheimer's. He did his very best to keep her out of memory care for as long as he possibly could. And then it became unavoidable that she would have to go to memory care. She was wandering. She didn't know where the bathroom was. She didn't know where her room was. And she was not safe. My mother is still funny. She's still sweet. She still knows most of our family members. She's still very excited to see me when I come to see her in memory care. What I want people to understand about Alzheimer's is there's a tsunami of people who are going to be diagnosed in the coming years. And the cost of sending your loved one into assisted living is more expensive than sending your child to Harvard for a year. When I was asked to chair the Walk to End Alzheimer's, I couldn't say no. I'm Judy Olson, and I'm chairing the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Please come out and walk with us and end Alzheimer's in our lifetime.